Hello, this is a tutorial for Rise of the Necromancers. In this video I'm going to talk about the turn sequence. There are 5 phases in the turn. First you play cards, then you raise a minion, then you move, then you take an action, and finally you place the minion counters. Often you will skip one or more of these phases since you, for instance, maybe you cannot play a card, maybe you cannot raise a minion. So just skip the phases that you do not want to or cannot take. It is mandatory to move, so you cannot skip that part of your turn, and it is also mandatory to take an action on the space you land on. You can, however, tax your cities, and then you do not have to move. In the first phase, you play cards, and that could be, as shown here in the picture, it could be an apprentice, it could be your necromancer, it could be an item, or it could be spells. You can also play several items or several spells during the same turn. The only thing you cannot do is to play your necromancer and your apprentice during the same turn. You have to play your necromancer first and then your apprentice in a later turn. When you have played cards, you can raise 1 minion. This could be a zombie, a hell knight, a ghost, or a skeletal dragon. To raise a minion, you need to spend a corpse and a certain kind of resource, as shown on your player board. After you have raised a minion, it's time to move. Your necromancer must move every turn unless he is on a city space with his own dominion counters on, in which case you can stay on the space and tax all your cities. You can only move 1 space, but as I explain in the video about movement, sometimes you can move further, and however, you can never end up on the same space that you started on. When your movement ends, it is time to take the action of the space that you'll land on. This could be a dungeon, it could be a library, and so on. Here in this example, the Black Necromancer ends up on a dungeon and flips the dungeon card. He then has to do what the card says. The last thing you do during your turn is to place dominion counters. This happens if you become the academy headmaster of one of the 4 academies, if you conquer a dungeon or a city, or if you play items or spells. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.